Welcome back again. United are keeping tabs on RB Leipzig star Lois Openda ahead of the January transfer window. According to Football Insider, United could make a move for Openda in the new year. The Red Devils are planning to move fast for the striker in order to sign him before rivals come knocking. But Leipzig are not keen to let another star go mid-season after the exits of Christopher Nkunku to Chelsea, Josko Gvardiol to Manchester City, and Dominic Szoboszlai to Liverpool in the summer. On the other side, West Ham are still keeping tabs on Man United outcast Maguire. According to 90 Minutes, the Hammers remain interested in Maguire and could return for him in the January transfer window. The East Londoners saw a £30 million bid for the centre-back accepted over the summer, but the prospective move fell through due to the England international's financial demands. However, West Ham could try again as Kurt Zuma is linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. Again and again, here are United takeover updates where Ratcliffe leads takeover race. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has moved ahead of Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and is now leading the race to buy Manchester United. According to Bloomberg, Ratcliffe is now the favorite to take over United. The same report claims Sir Jim is in talks to buy a minority share, believed to be around 25%. The Glazers prefer the Ineos owner's proposal, which would see them staying at the club, compared to Sheikh Jassim's full takeover bid. Elsewhere, Man United stars are being educated on how to create healthier relationships and behaviors as staff reportedly leave the club following the drama surrounding Mason Greenwood and Antony. Now, some United staff have started the process of searching for new work, according to Mail Online. Last month, United CEO Richard Arnold led an all-staff meeting during which he was grilled extensively about the club's handling of those two situations. Those who attended were left under no illusion of the level of dissatisfaction from club staff. This is allegedly because of the disappointment at how the Red Devils handled the cases, but sources insist there has not been a spike in staff exits after the Greenwood and Antony sagas. Meanwhile, Jadon Sancho and Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag are barely speaking, with the situation locked in a stalemate. Reports claim Sancho would rather go out on loan in January and then reassess his options rather than a permanent exit. Again and again, Man United takeover could be a year away but will happen, says Agent Manchester. United's takeover is starting to leave fans twitchy. The Red Devils faithful are desperate to see the back of the hated Glazers, and two bids from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim have been trudging on for what seems like forever. However, the latter is set to make a key move to make his takeover of the club a when, not if. According to John Smith, one of football's first agents and a key man in the formation of the Premier League back in 1992, the Qatari offer will be improved in order to ensure they complete the move. Writing in his Caught Offside column, he said, "I'm not inside this deal, but I know quite a few of the funds who are close to the two bidders, and it would appear vaguely intelligent for the Glazers to have looked again at the Gulf and said there's a bigger game here, and we don't want to sell ourselves short. They've got arguably the biggest entity on planet football, and if the Qataris are going to pay £5 billion, maybe they'll pay £10 billion. Maybe it's just a number and they'll settle on 7. These deals are notoriously complicated, and this is the biggest one of them all." Meanwhile, Harry Maguire's defiant message. Manchester United ace Harry Maguire is adamant his record under manager Erik ten Hag, where he has won 14 of the 18 games he has started during the Dutchman's reign, is evidence of his quality. He said that, "I am not going to sit here all my life and play once a month. If it carries on, I am sure myself and the club will sit down and have a chat about things. But at the moment, I am focused on 2 big games for England. And then I am fully focused on fighting to try and win back my place at Manchester United and trying to help the team climb up the league to where we should be. I have belief in my ability and what I have done in my career. Every player who is on the bench should believe they should be starting, otherwise they wouldn't be playing at a high level. I am no different. It has been tough. I want to play games. I want to feel important to the club and to the rest of the team. I haven't been playing nowhere near as much as I would like. I just have to make sure I am ready to take the opportunities when they come along. It's not my decision to whether I start the next game or not. If you look back on my last 15, 20 starts for club and country, I would be happy to sit here and say I'm really happy with my performances. Again and again." Antony Probe continues. Manchester United player Antony's ex-girlfriend Gabriella Cavallin arrived in the UK ahead of her police interview over claims of abuse. Cavallin has accused the 23-year-old of assaulting her multiple times during their relationship. The model claimed that she was first attacked by the winger in June last year, while pregnant and on holiday in Brazil. The DJ alleged that the Brazil international then headbutted and punched her, damaging a breast implant, at a hotel in Manchester on January 15th, the day after United's 2-1 victory over Manchester City. And Gabriella claimed Anthony threw a glass at her in May, injuring her finger. She arrived in the UK on Wednesday ahead of a scheduled chat with cops in Manchester over her claims he attacked her at a hotel in the city. On the other side, Wonderkid transfer breaks down. Manchester United fans have expressed their frustration after it emerged a deal for Palmeiras. Wonderkid Gabriel Menino fell through this summer. According to PL Brazil, United had an £8 million bid accepted for Menino. But a deal fell through after the Red Devils switched their focus to problem areas. While the report does not specify what these issues were, the Manchester Giants signed two midfielders in Sofian Amrabat and Mason Mount, forward Rasmus Højlund, goalkeeper Andre Onana, and defender Johnny Evans. Given the problems in United's midfield this season, fans expressed their frustration on Twitter at a deal for the 23-year-old falling through. So, here are more on Sancho. Manchester United star Jadon Sancho has been training with Manchester United's academy since he was exiled by manager Erik ten Hag in September. It was claimed last month that Sancho had been banned from all first-team facilities at Carrington, including the canteen. Ten Hag is claimed to want to wash his hands, and the winger is said to be open to a January transfer. But it's claimed that the England international would rather go out on loan before reassessing his situation next summer. Should Ten Hag depart the Red Devils amid their struggles, the 23-year-old would then potentially see a way back at Old Trafford. Borussia Dortmund and Juventus are both said to be interested in launching a January swoop for Sancho. You can follow all the latest Manchester United news by joining our exciting new WhatsApp channel through to the link in the description. Again and again. Højlund backs Rashford to get back to his best. Rasmus Højlund has revealed his admiration for Marcus Rashford despite the Englishman failing to show off his best form since Højlund's arrival in the team. Speaking to the press ahead of Denmark's clash with Kazakhstan, Højlund said, "I really like and enjoy playing with him. He is a world-class player. He's a player I've looked up to, even though he's only a few years older than me. He has done well since he came in as a 19-year-old and scored against Midtjylland. I think he has been a great player ever since, and it is of course great that we are teammates today." Meanwhile, Højlund reveals who is quicker out of himself, and Rasmus Højlund insists he is quicker than Man United teammate Marcus Rashford. Speaking to media before Denmark's next international match, Højlund was asked who was quicker out of himself or Rashford. He replied with a smirk on his face, "That's me." Rashford was clocked at a top speed of 22.3 minutes per hour last season, as per Man United's official site. While Højlund hasn't gotten that fast yet, he led the Red Devils in September with a top speed of 22 minutes per hour.